Hello, YouTube. I am just setting up my stuff. Make sure that's on. And it is. How's everybody doing? No one's here yet, but that's okay. All right. So it's kind of been another slow news week for wrestling this week again. They are still doing the Performance Center for all their shows. Apparently, they are going to be they are since last week pre-recording SmackDown and Monday Night Raw shows. In case the state of Florida ends up shutting down the Full Sail, which apparently as of tomorrow at midnight they are. Even WrestleMania matches, apparently most of the matches have already been recorded, so WrestleMania will not be live. Hello, Thomas. Which apparently we all kind of figured, but yeah, so they started pre-recording a lot of their things so that way they wouldn't miss any broadcast time in the happenstance that Florida shut down, which apparently they announced today that as of midnight tomorrow. Hello. They announced today that as of midnight tomorrow that Florida, where Full Sail is, will be shut down. So, and apparently some of the matches for Mania have already changed. Hello, Captain Jerk. How are you? Apparently, a couple of the stars for Mania have been quarantined. Rey Mysterio has been quarantined. Dana Brooke was quarantined. Both were supposed to be in matches for Mania. So instead of the United States Championship being defended, they are going to do a tag team for SmackDown. So it's going to be it is going to be what you call it, Garza and Andrade going against hello
woman.
What?
Take your time. You got 3 people in here.
Yeah, I know. But so apparently instead of, because originally I guess it was supposed to be a 4-way for the United States Championship.
Don't give up all your topic right away. You only got 3 people in here.
Okay. I'm getting criteria from the man that's on the other side of the curtain. So what's everybody up to? How's everybody dealing with the whole... Is everybody kind of under lock and key at home? I know our state hasn't done it yet. We've kind of... Hello, Joseph Grohl. But we've kind of done it ourselves just to kind of... Jimmy, I made the list. I don't know what that means, though. There is the link if anybody would like to join. But yeah, so it's kind of been another icky week. Oh, yes. I don't know if he's back to watching somebody else, Joseph. I can hear something on his speakers over there, so he may not be listening anymore. We may give it back, Joseph. You never know. Triple H was supposed to do commentary for that tonight.
What we got?
He just clicked back, Joseph, because I just heard him say, "What woo card?" His woo card. We took away his daughter and I took away his woo last week. He was misbehaving on the live stream last week. So we had to take away the woo card. Instead of a man card, we took away his woo card. Like I said, you might get it back. If you go back to your lovable Joseph self, you will get it back. Captain Jack.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I tell you, I'm fine. I guess I don't know. I'm still the same that I was before, but apparently everybody is pretty shook, and
Yeah.
nothing is consoling them.
Yep.
That is a fact.
Yep. Around here too. Everybody's
It doesn't like everything's going to get worse before it gets better. Not sorry.
right. And that's what people don't get. It's like Jimmy and I, he pretty much has nowhere to go anyway, but I've been staying home unless I absolutely have to leave the house. Because if the people that aren't sick aren't gonna, well, the people that are sick aren't gonna stay home.
I'll tell you this, Doris. I've been homeless many times, okay? I know how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody does. Like a lot of these preppers and a lot of these bushcrafters and stuff, you know, you would think that a lot of them would know how to survive, but most of them have never had to put their skills into practice.
Yeah.
Okay? They've never had to freaking live that way. They've never had to freaking do, I mean, they go camping and whatever. Okay, fine. You come home alive and safe from camping.
Yep.
99% of the time, you come home alive and safe from camping. Like, there's a better ratio. There's like 99,999. Like 1 in a million might die or get seriously injured during camping, but most people are going to come home safe,
right,
and alive from camping. I'm just saying. That's the way things happen. If you ever really had to go and freaking like rough it, like really rough it, a lot of these people might find that they are like they're prepared with provisions and equipment and tools and stuff like that. But this is here this and this.
Yeah.
Like your fortitude is not your what's in your backpack. It's what's here. Your willpower and your freaking and your determination, and your logic and your reasoning are what's going to get you through a time.
Yeah.
That's like being prepared with provisions is nice when you can have it like that. I am barely hanging on to this apartment, okay, because it's expensive to freaking live here even without all the nonsense that's going on lately. And I'll tell you this, okay, I'll tell you this. If we ever did lose this place, we would be right back in a freaking hotel room or the seediest, most disgusting, roach-infested motel you could imagine. Dude. Okay, it's gross in there. Like they still have the same original carpets from the 50s. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like most of the freaking rooms, the carpets have holes in them. Like the shag carpets from the 60s and the 50s and stuff. You get me?
Yeah.
it's
I mean, and that's the
nasty.
thing. Like, people aren't willing to do what they absolutely have to do. Like, I don't get it. It's like, if you're not willing to sacrifice or deal without your luxuries and things like that, I mean, like you said, you're not going to make it.
You talking about living without luxuries?
Not me. I'm saying people like out there.
No, I know. I'm not saying you specifically. Like people want to talk about living without luxuries. Like, okay, I don't wish this upon anyone, right? I don't. I never would. Okay, but I'm gonna say this, and I might repeat this later on in a different stream. So just letting you know ahead of time. There is no such thing as copyright infringement where I'm from. But I'll tell you this: if some of these people that think they're prepared for life in the wilderness would set themselves up on the streets homeless, would just for a couple of months, maybe a city, maybe a small town, wherever they'd like, but like town life, not like woods life. There's no food just hanging from a freaking lamppost on the street.
Yeah.
There's food hanging from the trees in the forest. There's food under the ground in the forest, out living on the land. There's food out there. There's animals that you can trap or shoot and eat them. When you're living on the streets, do you know where the soup kitchen is? Do you know where the food pantry is? Do you know that if you're freaking like otherwise abled, or if you even look like a bum in some places, you'll be arrested?
Yep.
I'm not kidding. There's
Oh,
some
I
places
know.
that do not put up with vagrancy whatsoever.
Oh, trust me, I've been in stores and been followed around the whole entire time. Like, from the time I walk in to the time I leave.
Oh yeah, there's some places that are convinced that I'm a thief, even though I've never stolen from them.
Yeah.
And they'll send the secret shopper after me, and I just laugh, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up, secret shopper?" And they're like,
"It's not supposed to be secret."
Yeah, so some of them get irritated with me, and a different one will come up. A different one will start stalking me and stuff, and I'm like, dude, these people have no idea. I used to be that guy that would go into a grocery store and steal stuff because I was homeless.
Yep.
Okay, so I know all the secret shopper routines. You can't get me with that stuff. I'm not saying that it's a challenge or anything, but no, dude, come on, get out of here. I don't even bother going in a store if I don't have money to buy stuff anymore. Like, if I don't have any money in my card or in my pocket, I'm just like, I just keep walking, or I just freaking stay home, not buy things.
Hello, Dorito.
And I'll tell you what, staying home is the best way to keep your house. Like, if you freaking like ever have a fear of freaking being homeless, staying home is the best way to keep it. Just saying. Well, a lot of us kind of have to stay home nowadays, but whatever.
Yep.
Hey, man, and I tell you, regardless of how I feel about anybody on this planet, it doesn't matter who they are, an enemy, or somebody I freaking just like despise, I hate their freaking guts completely. I would never wish what's going on any of those people. You hear me? I would never freaking wish this virus on anyone, ever. That's nasty stuff. And there are people that are freaking like, joking around about it. Okay, fine. But there are people that are freaking saying that to each other to insult each other and to really zing each other with that. And that I find distasteful. Like, you don't wish something like that on somebody. No.
It's like, this is when you see all the hate come out. Like, people are just so hateful.
I saw this video. This guy, do you know what an Ussie is? It's like a selfie with somebody else.
Ah.
It's called an Ussie. Well, anyway, this guy is taking a freaking selfie with this huge battle royal that's going on inside of a freaking Costco or a freaking Walmart. I think it was a Walmart figure, right? And then it's this freaking gigantic brawl where these people are freaking like just forming this pile and just like fighting over TP and sanitizer and stuff. And the people that are in the pile are like coughing and spitting on each other. And then there's like people that are climbing up on the outside, freaking just like delivering haymakers and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And there's a guy freaking going, taking a hussy with it. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, come on some human stuff. Really? Like on a human tip.
Yep.
Get a freaking grip, bro. What are you? It's just
Pretty much.
I'm like, I'm not saying I would have taken a different video. I probably would have been like hold my camera like. But he's just like he's a freaking tourist or something. I'm like, dude, come on. I don't have a chat up. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I don't see what's going on in the chat.
Nothing much. Dorito agreed with you about how spiteful people are being and doing dumb shit. And Joseph yelled at somebody that didn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom. I would have too, Joseph. I would have been like, dude, you're fucking gross. Right?
Oh man, I'm gonna have a stroke, I swear. When I laugh hard like that, I get like this pressure and I hear inside my head, and I'm thinking, this is it. This is the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth. You know, like, wow, dude. Oh my God. Sorry.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody else has a similar affliction, but I mean, just like when I laugh really hard, it's like I feel this pressure build up in my skull, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I can't say that I. Joseph said you made the list again, Captain.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Ow. Oh, I peeled my arm off the freaking off the desk here. I was cooking. I was helping Crystal cook dinner, and I put a cover on some cooking oil, right?
Oh, did you steam yourself?
And when I lifted it off, all the condensation slipped back into the, and I didn't even want it to. I knew it was going to do that, and I'm like, son of a, and it went pow, 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 just like
Yep.
getting me terrible. I'm like, oh. So now, yeah,
Yep.
I don't know if you could see it, but I got like big red speckles all over my arm.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yep.
Oh, it stings so bad.
I bet it does. That sucks.
It's all right. I'll live. It's just, you know, you kind of don't want to heal an injury if you don't have to, especially what's going on nowadays. You're just like, do I really need that?
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
like when you lift a cover and you get a steam burn, and it hurts
oh
so
yeah,
bad.
that's
It's like ah.
I was telling Crystal, I lifted the freaking the top off of a pot one day, and the freaking steam and the freaking water just freaking exploded at me, and it got me here. It got me all up my chest, and then it freaking leaked down on my you know,
your nether regions.
It's because I had like a rope or something as a belt, and my pants kind of drooped forward on the top.
Oh, so it all went in your pants, right in your pants, right there. Yep. So
try
Joseph,
explaining to your girlfriend why you need burn cream. Anyway.
Joseph wants to know if you want to know what you did to make the list again.
Oh yeah, entertain me.
Okay, Joe.
Ah. I want to put ice cubes on this so bad, but if I do, it'll blister.
Sometimes not. Sometimes you can stop the blistering, but you got to do it like right away. If you wait, then
No, if I put ice cubes on it right away, then it just goes whoop, right, like in like a minute. I'm like, son of a bitch. So if I leave it alone, it'll just get a scab on it, and then I can freaking put a Band-Aid on it later. And fine, whatever.
Oh, so you made the list again is in place of your woo? Is that what it is?
Oh, I didn't take away the woo card, did I?
I took away his woo card last week.
Oh.
Donna and I did.
Why?
Because he was being a little yeah. So we were like,
Okay.
that's it, Joseph. We're taking away your woo card. No more woos for you.
Oh. So, woo! There you go. I get you a woo.
Hello, Monica. How are you?
Now I have a Class A headache.
Joe, no reason to be sorry.
Monica, how are you? Good to see you, lovely. How are you doing?
The list of people that took the woo.
How you going, lovey? Oh my! I can't even put my arm down because if I rest my arm on my desk,
It's gonna
when I
stick.
go like this, it's gonna go like pizza cheese. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna sting like crazy. So I'm trying not to put my arm down.
Joseph, you can have your damn woo card back, all right? His new thing, Monica, is the list. Because last week on my live stream, I took away the woo card. I told him he couldn't do woo no more because he was being a little snit. So now he told me his new thing is telling people they made the list.
Because Sergeant D is coming and you're on his list.
So, Joseph, are they having live matches on NXT tonight? Or is it all just old stuff? Like last week?
What happened? No. Ah.
Oh, they are?
There we go. Elbows on the desk.
Elbows on the desk. Leave
Yes,
the forearms
elbows.
off the desk.
Yes. Do not put your arm flat, elbows up. Arms up instead of, flat.
Yeah.
Let's get let's get vertical, man. No, COVID-19, you can't get vertical. You can't get horizontal. You gotta stay vertical, man. Yeah. Social distancing. See, my arms are apart. Oh man. I don't really notice much of a difference anyway because all this nonsense, social distancing or whatever. I mean, come on. Crystal sits over there. How you doing, Crystal?
Hi, Crystal.
I mean, really, Crystal sits over there. That's her chair. That's
right?
pretty much its permanent location. My desk doesn't move.
Right. Usually I'm in the living room and Jimmy's in here, so we're not even in the same room.
You guys have curtains between the two of you anyway. So. It's a sneeze guard, yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh man. I'm just saying, it just some of this stuff is just ridiculous. The way that people are acting, or
what I find funny is people posting pictures of other people doing disgusting things. and they're like, oh, and it's like, this has been going on for ages. You're just noticing now because of the whole
Uh-huh.
virus thing.
Uh-huh.
It's like people have been doing that for years. It just never popped out at you before.
So anyway,
but yeah, like somebody was like, oh, the gas pumps have all the germs on them. It's like the gas pumps have had germs on them since we started using gas pumps. Everything. Yeah. I'm like, people scratch themselves and pick up the freaking, or pick their nose and pick up the gas pump.
I was telling somebody earlier today, it was Crystal, in fact. I mean,
yes, Joseph, I did.
People are all freaking out about this stuff, right? And it going into bathrooms of like public bathrooms right now, right? Out in public, like in a restaurant or a bus station or whatever. They're going in bathrooms, right? And they're avoiding touching the handle of the door by pushing the space right above the door to push the door open. Everybody's been doing that to avoid the door handle. So now there's even a grime smudge where people have been pushing that spot. So if everybody's doing that and they're avoiding the handle, I'm not saying the handle's a clean space, but you figure it would be cleaner than that filth mark right above the handle.
Pretty much.
So washing your hands is probably a good idea. But then again, do you really want to touch that faucet in the bathroom? How long do you think it's been since anybody went in there to clean the faucet?
Right.
I mean, sure, scrub the bowl, wash the floor, scrub the freaking stains off the walls because you know. I mean, if you've ever done any of that kind of work for a living, you know.
Right.
Well, I have. I was a janitor for a while, and I know. Trust me, I know. So how long do you really think it's been since somebody's been in there to freaking wash the freaking faucet?
Right.
The handles of the faucet.
That's why I always go back to my training when I first got my CNA when I was like 18. Yeah. You use the paper towels to turn the faucet on, throw it out, wash your hands, get new paper towels, shut it off.
I'm telling you, freaking all you do, ignore that whole process. If you didn't freaking get your hand grimy in any way, ignore that whole process and just use your damn Purell because come on. There's nothing on your hand that Purell can't kill anyway.
Yep.
All right? Seriously. So I'm not discouraging people from washing their hands. No. I encourage hand washing, but think about this. You're in that bus station and that sink is looking like it hasn't been washed since the bus station was built.
Yep.
You tell me that you really feel safe washing your hands. There are people that wash their hands, they get out of the bathroom, and then they immediately Purell.
Yep.
So what was the point of washing your damn hands in the first place?
Thanks for the heads up, Monica. Yeah, I never thought I would want, like every time I go out, if I hit a store, I come home, first thing I do is jump in the shower.
Watch out for Laura V, a new troll skank lurking around. Huh.
Yeah, Monica, I bought a box of vinyl gloves that I've been keeping in my car. So, like when I go to the grocery store.
Well, I had a box of hobby gloves here. One of the nitrile ones, and I used them all. Yeah. I was gonna, re-up too. I was gonna freaking order another box, but I didn't because I ran out of money, and now
Now you won't be able to get them for a
Yeah.
month.
They're not even around.
Yep.
And even on Amazon and eBay and things, it's like on back order.
Yep.
You know, and if you order them from like, let's say, okay, let's say I order them from Walmart with my grocery order, you know, because you can order anything with your grocery order, you know, Walmart will just ship it to you, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say I order groceries from Walmart delivered to my house, and I order some gloves. They'll probably have a thing on there that says, "Oh, this item is on back order for the next 3 months."
Yep.
So I'm just asked out for it. Oh, Bill Barr is the Secretary of State right now, and or well, anyway, he's one of those fancy pants dudes up in the politics there, and he said that people that are hoarding the face masks, if the government finds out that you're hoarding them,
Yep.
they're gonna freaking hammer you. I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy right now.
It is. It's absolutely insane.
nuts.
Well, because they have like hospitals and shit that don't have them because
There's
of
a
all
guy-
these people.
There's a guy. He said, I have a basement full of. I have a freaking like a pallet of those things in my basement, and I'm gonna donate them. I'm not even gonna sell them. I'm gonna donate them because these the not the respirators but the surgical masks.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna donate these because I can, you know.
Yeah.
I have I'm gonna keep what I need and I'm gonna donate the rest. So I thought that was a stand-up guy right there, because there are people out there at the hospitals that would take one of those shipments, like a case of surgical masks that have been sitting in somebody's basement. They'll take them right into the hospital. Here you go.
Yep.
and just hand out the boxes to everybody. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yep.
You know? And I don't even get me started on those people that are stealing from hospitals. Wow.
I know.
Arrest them. Come on. Are you kidding?
Yep.
Even if they work there. I know that freaking medical technicians are in demand right now. High demand. But if there's somebody at a freaking working at a hospital that's stealing from it in this day and age, in this freaking climate, yeah, nail them to the wall. Seriously. There's no excuse for that, dude. You just
No. No, not at all. Yeah, it was funny because today when I went out shopping, I just happened. I mean, mine aren't nitrile; they're just regular vinyl gloves. But I went to Tractor Supply and they had a whole thing set up of them. So I was like, "Whoop!"
Oh yeah, dude, Joseph. If I even freaking went to restaurants anymore, I stopped going to restaurants months ago. Months ago, before the freaking the outbreak, before China even got it, I stopped going to restaurants. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want. Actually, it was right around the same time. The last time I went was to a local restaurant right up the street, and I'm done. I'm done going to restaurants. I don't even want it. Even eating, it has nothing to do with what's going on, you know, with the outbreak right now. It has nothing to do with that. I don't want to go to restaurants anymore because my money is staying in my pocket. I'll eat at home. That's it. I have things that I have to get done in my life, and restaurants are off the menu. That's it. Like anybody else could go and freaking like spend their money however they want. My money's staying in my pocket. That's it. I can't. I'm not like I was ordering like stuff from China so I could freaking start making molds of it and stuff like that. Damn. Ow. So I could start making molds of it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed that, you know, I probably have enough. I'm just gonna stop. So months ago, in January, I stopped. I stopped ordering from China. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not ordering one more thing from China. Done. Dunsky. I'm not ordering any of that nonsense. I mean, I'll freaking like if I need something and the only place that has it is China, then I gonna try to find a way to freaking get around that because I'm not ordering anything from China, and it has nothing to do with what's going on. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with that. I stopped ordering stuff from China online because I have to keep my friggin' money in my pocket.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I started doing that kind of stuff way before this freaking stuff happened. I started freaking like making better choices for me way before this happened. So, I mean, now I feel great about it. I didn't even feel good about it before because I miss it. I miss just being able to blow a little bit of money here and like 15, 20 bucks. Like, yeah, buy these stupid things from China. Yeah, cool. And I get a couple of new toys. Wow. But no more. I'm done. Nope, not doing it anymore. I have to stop. I have to make better choices with my money. So that's one of the choices I made.
Very good.
Just like
Yeah.
I had to make better choices to freaking, make myself healthier.
Yep. Hello, beautiful Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Lisa.
So Monica wants to know, once everything's done and over with, will you order from China again?
Me?
Yes, you.
No.
No.
It has not. It has. Well, no. It has nothing to do with what's going on in the world right now.
Right.
It has. It's me. It's not you. It's me. It's not anything.
Me too.
It has nothing to do with the current climate and an outbreak or anything like that. It has nothing to do with China. It has everything to do with me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's. I want to keep more of my money in my pocket. China has a lot of tempting stuff that's really super cheap because it is the land of really cheap stuff. It's not that I'd rather buy more expensive stuff. No, not a chance. Because I am a kind of a cheapskate because I'm poor. But
So it's not because it's from China. It's just because you don't want to spend your
It has nothing
money.
to do with it being from China. It has everything to do with the fact that I want to keep my money. I want to stop spending money on anything. It doesn't really matter if it's from the U.S. or from Canada or Russia or China or Yugoslavia. It doesn't matter where it's from. Yugoslavia doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
But my point is, I just don't want to spend money that way anymore. I want to spend it better, or what I consider to be better. I want to make better choices with my money. Like I started making better choices for me with my health and my circumstances when I quit smoking.
Yeah.
I quit smoking and I started making better food choices, which is not cheap, by the way.
No. I was just telling Jimmy that the other day because I started buying because of what everybody's doing, you can't find frozen produce, frozen vegetables, and things like that. So I started buying all fresh because I don't want to buy canned because it's worse for you. And you spend so much more money buying fresh, healthy shit than you do anything else.
I tell you what, I got something to show you. You ready? I'll show you this.
Yeah, Monica, I agree. It's kind of weird watching the shows without audience in it. Like this past Monday, they had the contract signing between Roman Reigns and Goldberg, and there was this intense, should have been an intense moment with them staring at each other at the very end, and it was just awkward because it was like silence, and they were both a blackberry.
That is a blackberry. Okay.
Yeah.
I bought 3 of these.
Yeah. Blueberry. I actually just bought some blueberries too.
That's a pretty decent sized blueberry too.
Mm.
Now, I also bought 3 of these.
Yeah.
And these weigh 18 ounces. This one weighs 12. So these are 12 ounces, these blackberries. and the blueberries is an 18 ouncer. So I bought 60 ounces worth of berries. Oh, 90, sorry. Not for nothing, I bought 90 ounces of berries.
Monica, I was just gonna say that I gave you back your Woo card, Joseph. I said you could have it back. Because you're driving me crazy with the list.
Oh yeah, Joseph. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Lisa, you're such a cool person. Seriously. You are a really cool person. We appreciate you a lot. Christy, want some berries?
But yeah, I bought like bananas, blueberries, grapes. But yeah, like it's so expensive, even when without this going on. It's so expensive to buy fresh,
$2
healthy.
$2 a container. These were like a couple bucks a piece because they were on sale.
Yep.
I just stuck them in my fridge when I got home. And they've been sitting in there for like 3 weeks and they haven't even gone bad. Notice how they're still ripe.
Yeah,
plump,
it's funny. Whenever I buy
firm.
blackberries, they go so fast.
But they're firm. Look,
Yeah.
they're firm. They're not mushing. They're not turning into liquid.
It's funny. Like whenever I only buy small things of blackberries.
Listen.
Because whenever I buy blackberries, like within a couple of days, they start getting mushy and.
Mine are fine. Oh, do you put them in the fridge?
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know what like and I'll buy other fruit with it and the other fruit will be fine. I don't know if like I don't know why. It's weird.
Our oranges, we bought a bunch of like mandarins. Those are starting to go. They're starting to dry out a little bit because we put them in the fridge. And that's what happens. They dry out in the fridge. Those are starting to go a little bit, but they're still very much edible, and I'm still very much going to eat them.
Right. Oranges I'll eat forever.
Now, oranges do not last forever. They only last a few weeks. But
I know.
They do last quite a while, you know?
Yes.
Apples last even longer.
Yep.
Like, oh, you put your apples in the fridge, and man, you look in there, you're just like, hey, what are those red orbs in the apples?
I forgot about those.
And it's like, boom. Hey, these are still good. Apple crisp, let's go. Man, I'll tell you, I made an apple crisp. We went over to my friend's house after we went shopping. This is like more than 3 weeks ago, right? We went over there, well, about 3 weeks ago. We went over there and I told them, like, I want to go shopping, and they were willing to take me shopping at the Walmart and stuff. And I told them I wanted to cook them dinner. So that night we went to Walmart and we got a little bit shopping, and then the next day we went shopping again to pick up the bulk of what I needed. But I picked up dinner items in a way of pork, which didn't turn out really good because the cuts I got were very fatty. Yep. And for dessert, I made an apple crisp, and wow, I loved it. It was it was really good. It was great. I used an entire bag of apples. There's 10 apples in that bag, and I used all of them.
Nice.
The full freaking, I think it was a 4-pound, a 10 or a 5-pound bag of apples. I used them all.
Nice.
I made a nice big apple crisp, and it was freaking awesome. So nice. But yeah, I mean, I hadn't made one in a while, you know, like quite like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all the ingredients. It was just nice. Just nice.
No. So, Joseph, what do you think about WrestleMania being 2 nights? It's supposed to be Saturday and Sunday this year. I don't know what they're going to do for Bailey's title. It was supposed to be a 6-pack challenge, but apparently Dana Brooke got pulled out because she was showing symptoms of the virus, so they put her on quarantine. I don't know if they're going to replace her or if they're just going to change the match.
Okay, Monica.
I know I know they've changed the United States title match. That's not going to be defended this year. It was originally supposed to be a 4-corner match with Rey Mysterio, Carrillo, and Andrade, and I think Garza. But Mysterio is on quarantine. So now they're having Garza and Andrade challenge the Street Profits for their tag team titles. Because
Mysterio is mysteriously ill.
Yes, Mysterio is mysteriously ill. Because apparently AOP was supposed to challenge the Street Profits, but Razor tore his bicep, so he cannot wrestle.
Okay, I gotta put these away before I.
Yeah, that's what especially blueberries and grapes. I will munch on them. I'll just keep eating them.
I don't want to get the runs.
Right?
I'll be back.
So yeah, apparently it's kind of good that they started pre-recording stuff because I was saying that apparently Full Sail is going to be on lockdown after midnight tomorrow. Yeah, it hasn't been that great. They
were both catered.
They had 2 matches this week, which was
I grabbed 2 pieces from the table.
Andrade and Garza had a tag team match, and then the Street Profits had a different tag team match. And then they had a bunch of people talking again. They showed an old school match. Randy Orton accepted Edge's challenge for the last man standing.
Edge's wrestling again?
Yes.
They told him he had to retire permanently.
He had 2 other neck surgeries after he retired. And they were able to make it so he could wrestle again. Hello, Sheena. Thank you for joining us.
Sheena? Hey, Sheena. How you doing? Sheena Chevalier. How you doing?
Oh, is that good?
Hi, kitty cat.
Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas is going to have to get used to me not being home. He's been a very big cuddle bug lately. Cuddling with me. As soon as I get up in the morning, he's sitting on my chest, watching TV with me, aggravating my allergies.
Yeah.
He's been like up my butt. So it's like, when I go back to work, little guy, I'm not going to be home for you to cuddle with.
Well, Jimmy won't cuddle with him. He'll pet him once in a while.
Yeah, that's about it. And then they'll tell him to get lost.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica. Oh, I can't. I kind of had a little. See my little cat ears? Oh, Monica's not even here no more, is she?
No. Yeah, I see your cat ears.
My little cat ears. But yeah, so apparently they're going to be done. They've pre-recorded a couple of weeks worth of broadcasting, and tomorrow they're supposed to finish off whatever WrestleMania stuff they have to record. So it'll be just in time for their lockdown. And apparently Vince McMahon is selling some of his stock. I read today.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest mistakes he ever freaking made. This freaking making his company publicly traded.
Yep.
That was just, and you know who did that to him?
Who?
When he temporarily freaking lost the company to Trump.
Oh yeah.
Trump freaking made it a publicly traded company.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, Joseph, that they're having WrestleMania 32 on ESPN at 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Now, believe this or not, he did that on purpose.
Trump or Vince McMahon?
Vince, he purposely sold the company to Trump so that Trump would make it a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
or to like at least freaking like, show him more of how, bigger business works.
Yeah.
Trump is a freaking billionaire. I mean, come on. Not for nothing. Okay?
Yeah, and now Vince McMahon is too.
Vince McMahon is a billionaire. Not for nothing. Okay?
Yep.
What does Vince know? Fighting. What does Trump know? Business, period.
Yep.
He knows a lot about all kinds of business. So, including fighting. I mean, he owns freaking like Miss America pageant and freaking like, he owns a couple of different pageants. He also freaking owns like clothing lines and what do you call it? Freaking other accoutrement. He owns casinos, all kinds of stuff. So he knows the business of a lot of different businesses.
Yeah.
Vince knows fighting.
Right. It's his father owned it before he did. Yeah. He was raised in it.
He knows expositions and entertainment. Yep. He knows sports. So.
Yeah. So apparently, like the deal, they said he filed a V8 or a F8, something like that, which means basically he gets the money now for the stocks, but he doesn't have to actually sell the stocks till I think he gave them 2024 when he would sell all the stocks. But apparently he gets the money now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some type of chapter or something. I don't know. But
yes, so Trump was temporarily owner of WWE.
Right? Yep.
Which is fine. Actually, was it? Yeah, it was WWE at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't when it was F. It was
after the F. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, they both picked their own wrestlers. Yep, Joseph. Vince picked freaking Umaga. I don't remember who Trump picked.
I don't know either.
I forget who Trump picked.
I don't remember a lot of that era.
Oh, Trump might have picked John Cena. Was it it was Bobby Lashley. So yeah, Trump picked Bobby Lashley. Vince picked Umaga. And Vince McMahon got his head shaved.
Vince has done a lot of kooky things for the company.
Yeah, he has.
He had a double quad blowout, remember? Yeah. He's like up on the mat and he's just flopping around. It's like, oh my God, he is really freaking injured. That dude is probably in agony, but he's just
if you think about it, he was in his upper 60s, still taking bumps and shit.
Dude, yeah. A lot of people don't know Vince, for all his jackassery, and for as much of a freaking goofball as he really is, he's not a chump.
No.
He's a tough dude. He's not a pussy. He's a tough dude. You don't get to own, the premier freaking like wrestling organization like that and be a pussy. You can't.
Yep.
It's just not possible.
I mean, and basically, up until just recently, he pretty much bought out all of his competition.
I'm not saying that freaking like Vince is the ultimate tough guy. No, there's no way.
But for somebody his age and his stature, like where he is in the whole social,
he's got to be like what? He's close to 75, I believe.
I think he's like 75 now.
Yeah, I think so. So,
because I think towards the end of last year, I think Stephanie McMahon, there was a video on YouTube of them doing his 75th birthday celebration at an arena. And it was when the cameras went off, but somebody taped it.
Man, I'll look him up.
No, not yet, Joseph.
Vince McMahon. Let's see.
Um,
He is
but apparently, he's working out a
74.
deal. 74?
He will be 75 this year. We were right. He's close.
Apparently he's working out a deal. Ow, Thomas. Working out a deal with Ring of Honor and some of the smaller federations that they will pay WWE to televise their stuff on the network. And that's when they're going to come up with the whole tier thing of the network, where if you pay the $14 a month instead of the 10, you'll get to see all the Ring of Honor stuff and all the smaller.
Huh.
And apparently they're working out a deal with ESPN that all of their pay-per-views are going to be streamed on ESPN. On their app, I guess.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I don't know if they're going to completely do away with pay-per-views, but they were saying that was something that they were considering in exchange for pay-per-views. Because I read a report that said basically they're not looking for pay-per-view buys anymore because more and more people are using the network.
Mm-hmm.
What they're looking for is people to sign up for the network. Joseph, I've been doing it since I've been home. As Jimmy, like almost 24/7, I'm watching old wrestling shit. Or I watch the different shows.
If I wasn't so busy watching, videos to increase my knowledge of things, I would be watching wrestling more often.
Yep.
But I simply just don't.
Yeah.
I hardly ever watch like my friends' YouTube videos anymore because I'm trying to gain knowledge so I can freaking do something besides being a loser, I'm great at that.
I don't think you're a loser, Captain.
Full time.
You are not.
Full time and prolific. So I'm just saying. I would rather do something else besides being a total freaking, a bum. Essentially. I would rather know things than to not know them. So I'm trying to increase my freaking knowledge base and, freaking learn things so that I can actually accomplish stuff.
Yeah.
I am currently centering my attentions on, things that could potentially freaking bring me some monetary funds because I kind of want to move out of here.
Yeah.
And never has it been more important for me to try to freaking move the hell out of here than right now. Because when you live in a building with other people, especially people that don't exactly like you.
Oh my God, it could be awful. Yeah.
Like most of the people here in this building, they either don't know me or they don't care. But there are a couple of neighbors that probably aren't too fond of me, and one of them actually might really freaking hate my guts. I'm not really concerned about how they feel, but and I'm not really concerned about any actions they could take against me personally. But if anything ever happened to Crystal, I can let you. I can assure you that there would be some just unfortunate happenstances.
Welcome back, Monica.
So, in a current climate of things, it wouldn't take much for somebody to freaking sabotage a random doorknob in the building, or freaking, the outside of somebody's, like the door, because we share a big freaking honeycomb of mailboxes.
Yeah.
That's all it would take, So I'm not really a fan of that kind of freaking biological freaking skullduggery. But I wouldn't put it past anyone at this point because
No,
I
because
don't
people can
trust.
be such asses.
No, I don't trust anybody in this building, and there's no reason for me to because I've been treated so badly by some of the people that live here. Seriously, there's no reason for me to trust anyone.
That's the one good thing about living in a small building. Like I have 2 neighbors. We know them both.
I am not living with like anybody in my building ever again if I can help it.
Yeah. Like we get along with both neighbors, and I know both men. If Jimmy wasn't here and I needed them, either one of them would be here in like a second.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you freaking like, you know, you're on good terms with your neighbors. That's fine. If I lived in a small building like that, I might be too. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know because I don't live in a building like that. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't. If I was to move out of here, it would be into my own house. Like
Yeah.
maybe not a house that I own, but I'll tell you this. It would be a house where it was just me and Crystal living. And if my neighbors gave me a ration of shit, I could just go inside and close the door and still be comfortable and have plenty to do and plenty to distract me. And I don't have to worry about anything that's going on outside. If there are
Yep.
not freaking hordes of rampaging zombies, then I really don't care. Even if there were, I'm pretty sure I'm resourceful enough where I could either freaking like protect us from the zombies or just be like, okay, come on, fella, come and bite this arm. No, seriously, not my pecker, my arm. Oh shit. You know, just saying. You don't choose where a zombie bites you. That's it.
Yeah.
I could hang my arm out the freaking door and it'd probably just rip the door off the hinges and just bite me everywhere I don't want them to.
Brains.
So, just saying. They'd just bite my entire body and I'd be like, oh crap. Well, you either freaking, hey, if you can't beat them, join them or feed them, I guess. Crap.
Yep.
So, no, I don't know. I watched the Walking Dead there for a few seasons. I followed that for a few seasons. I was just like, some of this is actually pretty cool. Some of this is just like, what are they doing? No, dude.
Yeah, I think I watched to like the end of the 6th season, and then it kind of like got old. I was just like it's the same shit.
This one episode, Rick's wife got eaten by a zombie. Like he ate her entire body. He ate her whole thing, and then he kills a zombie and he freaking cuts the zombie open and like, you're not gonna find your wife intact, bro. Come on. Anyway.
Yep.
Just saying. It just.
Here's the link if anybody would like to come up.
I'm actually going to drop out of here pretty quick because
All right.
I'm going to start yawning soon, and yeah, I'm just going to start yawning soon.
All right.
I ate a little while ago, and the night's kind of been winding down anyway, and
I don't think I'll be on here long anyway. It's been kind of, Jimmy said it's been kind of dead all week, so I mean, and there's not much going on.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't been going live because the depression's kind of hitting them, and they're just like hiding under their blankets, kind of like I've been doing all winter. Like I've literally been sitting here all winter like this. Like even with both of my arms under here, like with the blanket like tucked in around my freaking chin, just like just watching videos all winter. I have not done a friggin' thing. I have not had any resin to pour. I have not worked on any projects. Like I started to try to freaking like make some of my chainmail.
Yeah,
I did. I got a bunch of loops.
Nice.
And then I stopped.
Then I stopped.
Then I
Yep.
stopped because I stopped. I twisted a bunch of loops. I twisted up the coils, and then I'm like, yeah, now I have my coils. I can just cut these and freaking I'll have loops, and I can freaking sit here all for the rest of this winter and just make chainmail. And I got my freaking saw, and I was like, yeah, and I was all excited. And then freaking I got all the freaking loops cut, and my arms were freaking just pumped rock solid, and my hands were sore and curled up like this. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna make chainmail tomorrow because, man, am I whooped. I'm just you
Yep.
like, if you've ever made chainmail, you know how tedious it is, and
I've
it
never
is,
made chainmail, so
and it is potentially exhausting. Okay, certain aspects of it. So I'm sitting there the next day, and I'm just like, that's it, done.
yep.
Nope, just won't. Just will not. So whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
Like I said, I tried. I tried,
At
but
least you tried.
nope. And that was weeks ago. That was like almost a month ago. Nope. Done. Not doing it. Whatever. It's okay, Monica. I'm gonna go soon.
What you having for dinner, Monica?
Oh, Monica. Oh, she's probably having a salad.
A salad.
Salad with fried potatoes.
Yeah, that's why I was a few minutes late. I got done with dinner about 10 of. Pasta Florentine from a pre-made bag. Nice.
Probably salty.
Probably. Most likely.
Probably. Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta get going.
All right.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
me
coming
out.
up.
You are a delightful person. And
Thanks.
it's great hanging out with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Later, Joseph. Later, Monica. No, I didn't feel like cooking today either. Could you tell? Sake. Look at that. Look at freaking that, dude.
Yep.
And that one. That one stings so bad, dude. Like,
Because that's the
get
one
outta
that
here.
keeps sticking on everything. That's why.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh, man. And it got bigger since it happened, too. Like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna quit
All
being
right.
a baby.
See you
Well, I'm gonna
later.
go so you don't see me being a baby. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Later, Jimmy.
But yeah, I really didn't feel like cooking either, but it had to be done. I had some pre-made baked potatoes that I made twice baked potatoes with, and made some steak with some onions and peppers. And that's why I was a little late. But that's all right. So yeah, there really hasn't been much going on in the wrestling world either. Along with like all the sports, as you know. And I'm sick of hearing about the virus. And so I've pretty much been just watching the network and watching my true crime crap, and that's about it. So Monica, how are you doing with no school? Because you're not working, are you? Or are they having the administration going? Yeah, I'm thinking about going back to work probably next week. Stupid doctor's office to be open for him to fill out the form for me to return to work. Every time I call them, they're like, yeah, we're open. And I get there and they're closed. because apparently they've been closing as soon as they're done with the patients for the day. So they've been closing early. Like I drove all the way there today. I spoke to the lady at like noon. Like, I'm on my way. I got there at 1 and they were closed. I was so mad. So mad because it's like an hour away from my house. But yeah, I think WrestleMania is going to be weird with no audience. Just because it's the audience part that you look for. So I see my peeps are slowly dropping off. So I may end this soon. The chat's kind of slowed down. Yeah, me too, Joseph. But yeah, not much going on. So, like I said, they pre recorded a bunch of stuff and they're supposed to. Yeah, he had two, Monica. The sun hasn't really been out all day. It's kind of blah out. It's just been that kind of day, that kind of week, really, with everything going on and people being jerks and not much going on in the world, not much on TVs. So I agree. It has been that kind of day. But yeah, I'm probably going to log off. I will see you guys probably next week. On Wednesday, I'll do the live stream. I'm sorry, Joseph. Yes, you get to drink tomorrow, Monica. Yes. I know I didn't even make myself a drink. I'm still nursing my iced coffee from earlier. I was just like, eh. But yeah. So other than them pre-recording stuff and stop it, they're finished tomorrow for the next couple of weeks, and apparently Full Sail will be locked down as of midnight tomorrow anyway, which is part of the reason why they started pre-recording stuff, because they had an inkling that that was going to happen. So they started pre-recording shit so they didn't lose any broadcast. And they've pretty much just been keeping it to 1 or 2 matches for SmackDown and Raw, and then doing like a pay-per-view match. Like this week on Raw, they replayed the Cena Bray Wyatt match from WrestleMania 32, which, according to them, is what caused the Fiend to be created, is that match. Why, I don't know, but not really. They a little bit. They had Ziggler come out and cost Otis and Tucker their qualifying match to go against the Raw Tag Team Champions, Rude and Morrison and Miz, by showing pictures of him and Mandy, but they really haven't been like, not as much as they were, like showing him wanting her and things like that. So that's kind of blown. I mean, they've been only having a certain number of the superstars there anyway, because of the whole no more than 50 people or whatever, or 10 people. So yeah, like a lot of the storylines they had going before all this started have kind of dwindled a little bit. The Undertaker and AJ Styles are going to have a boneyard match at Mania. AJ Styles talked more about the Undertaker and Michelle McCool on Monday. It's just been like the shows have been a lot of talk. Like I said, they've only been having like 2 matches and then everybody talking about Mania, and me too. He almost looks like, apparently he may come out on Mania as the American Badass. He may not come out as the scary Undertaker. And that's the way he's been dressed, is as like the American Badass kind of. He's not coming out in like the long trench coat with the hat. So apparently they are, because of the whole storyline with AJ Styles and him talking about Michelle McCool, apparently they felt like, because his personal life has been brought up and the Mark Calloway, like his real name, that it would be kind of silly to have him come out as the Undertaker, like the dead man Undertaker. So there's reports saying that he's going to come out as the American Badass, which will be cool because he'll have his old American Badass Titantron and his old American Badass song, and I kind of like that one. I mean, I love the Undertaker anyway, but the American Badass gimmick was good, I thought. So yeah, that's supposedly what is going to happen with that. And I think even after this Sunday, they're going to be having some old WrestleManias on ESPN, because they said for the next couple of Sundays. So I don't know if that's going to continue on past WrestleMania 36. And I don't know if that's to kind of streamline people towards ESPN, where they're going to be having ESPN stream their pay-per-views. I'm assuming, maybe. But who is it? I know, I'm wondering if Samoa Joe is going to be at Mania, because I saw something today that said returning superstar would be coming back at Mania. So I'm wondering if that's Samoa Joe. Ah. Huh. Well, I know I saw not too long ago that yes, the Yes guy Daniel came back. Apparently after WrestleMania, he's putting himself in self-quarantine because he's afraid, not that he's sick, he's afraid to make Birdie and Bree being pregnant. He's afraid to bring home germs. So as soon as he's done with whatever he has tomorrow he is going to go home and stay there. So I heard that one of the Wild Samoans, the other one's son. So I know that Roman Reigns is Akuz. No, the hell's his name? Sika's. Is he Sika's son? I forget. Roman Reigns is one of their sons. So the other one's son apparently is also a wrestler, and there was some talk of him debuting. So I wonder if he's one of them. So yes, Monica, Daniel Bryan is going to be facing Sami Zayn, I think, at Mania. They had said that if his little protege beats Nakamura on SmackDown, that he would face him, but they're already advertising the match between Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan for Mania, so I think it's a pretty good guess that his guy's going to win Friday. So he will be at Mania. And then, like I said, they pre-recorded it. So apparently as soon as he's done with all his tapings, he's going home and is going to self-quarantine for at least 2 weeks, is the report that I got. Just because, like I said, not that he's sick, he's afraid to bring home the virus or anything to Brie and Birdie, because Brie being pregnant. But yes, he did come back to wrestling. Right. Not everyone fights in Mania. Usually it's just the more top guys that do with the biggest storylines. So yes, he made Mania. He's one of their top guys anyway. But yeah, there was no given. It depended on if they had a storyline for him or not, which is usually how they determine who's going to wrestle at Mania. I would say Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. Charlotte Flair will be at Mania. They're going to have her face NXT Women's Champion for that belt. And then they had said it was going to be a 6-pack challenge for Bayley's title. Yeah, Becky Lynch, she's the other women's champion. She's going to be at Mania. She's going to be going against Sasha. Not Sasha, Shayna, which I still think Shayna's going to win. And I saw a report that apparently, I don't know how true it is, but the rumor mill says that Becky Lynch is going to lose the title at Mania, and then she's taking a leave of absence from wrestling, apparently to get ready for her and Seth Rollins' wedding. And they apparently have plans to start a family shortly after they're married. So like I said, I don't know how true that is, but that's one of the rumors I saw. Yeah, pretty much all of them are fairly new to wrestling, at least to WWE. Charlotte Flair, everybody pretty much knows because she's Ric Flair's daughter. But other than that, the rest of them are kind of like new, like they're not known names. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're going to change the match for Bayley's title because they pulled Dana Brooks out of it because she's on quarantine. And it was supposed to be a 6-pack challenge. So I don't know if they're gonna change it or if they're just gonna replace Dana. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for wrestling. Like I said, it's been kind of slow. Of course, with everything going on, they've kind of limited who they had at the performance center. And so they've been showing a lot of old stuff on their shows and maybe having like one or two live matches. But yeah, pretty much everything for the next couple of weeks have been apparently they've been recording like late into the night. So it's pretty much all going to be pre recorded. Like I said, they started it last week. So for like the last week, they've been recording from early in the morning to late at night, just trying to get out some stuff so that way they have something to show on TV for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it's funny. It doesn't seem like WrestleMania is next week. It just because I think it's just so blah that like well, they said that was one of the things that they would be able to edit and redo anything that they wanted to redo. If they didn't like the way it turned out, they could have them back and redo it. But they would have to do that tomorrow. So I'm assuming that they've done it for whatever has already been recorded. Um, because as of tomorrow, they're on lockdown. So anything they're going to record has to be done by tomorrow. But they said that was one of the good things about pre-recording it is they were able to edit and do retakes if they needed to, like if somebody screwed up a landing or move. So yes, Monica, to answer your question, one of the main reasons they started going live for their events is because back when they were in the Monday Night Wars with WCW, WCW was live on Monday nights and they would give out the match endings for WWF at the time because they would pre record it the week before or 2 weeks before. So WCW already knew. They had already gotten word of like how the matches ended and they would use their live show because they were on at the same time. So like they would give out the endings of their main events or their title matches. So that was one of the main reasons they went live to begin with. And then SmackDown just started going live last year. They would always record SmackDown after the Monday Night Live show. So it would basically be in the same place that Monday Night Raw was. It would just be recorded after every, like with the people that were at the Monday night show. And then they started doing it live. Because almost the same thing, like people that were at the show would go on the internet and say what happened. And so they lost a lot of viewership. So they started doing live Friday nights too. But yeah. Yep. All right, my dears. So we will have to wait till Friday to see what happens on SmackDown. Um, uh, And then Mania is supposed to be Saturday and Sunday, the 4th and 5th of April. I will, you too, Monica. I might peek in tomorrow on Jimmy's live stream and do a cheers or something. I don't know. We will see. I have physical therapy tomorrow, so we'll see how I feel afterwards. But stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. And I will see you guys. I will do another live stream next week. And that's about it. All right. Thank you all for coming. And I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe. Bye, Monica. Bye, Joseph. Bye, everybody.